childhood whimsy of getting anal diseases from pudding.
Oh God, no.
Boop. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Fraser with Party Play Gaming, and I am joined with
Ashley.
Paul.
This is Seth.
Catelyn.
and welcome to the party. Thank you guys so much for joining us for our 100th subscriber episode. I wanted this to happen in my birthday in October, but yeah, significantly faster.
We got ahead of the deadline.
I know, this is awesome. So now I'm going to make another deadline and another milestone to make, and hopefully we'll break that one too.
Woohoo!
That'd be pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Woohoo!
No, them.
Well, I'm joining them.
So, pretty much what we have here is a bunch of questions that have been given to us from other YouTubers and people in the communities that I've joined, and we're going to answer them as best as we possibly can. But it's not just myself, obviously. It's Ashley. You saw Paul, Seth, and Catelyn, the people who have been on the channel the most. So, sit back, hopefully enjoy, and if not, I'm pretty sure you can find porn somewhere on the internet. Slap Mike Gaming wants to know, what game has made you want to snap a controller or keyboard in two?
The Last of Us.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought you liked that game.
I do.
But it made
With
you
that
want
hanging upside down scene.
Oh,
like
with the
40
stupid
minutes.
things coming at you?
Kept glitching.
For me, the game that's made me want to snap a keyboard, not even a keyboard, keyboards, a controller into, is Ninja Turtles 1 on the NES. Absolutely drove me like batshit crazy. I hated that game, and I'm going to play it on the channel once I get it, but I hate the game.
Yay.
Oh, so much rage.
Why?
It's
don't
just,
get it.
it's such a, no. You'll see when we play it. You will see when we play it.
Should I, put up some styrofoam around the apartment?
Yeah, I'm going to smack my head off of things. What about you?
I would have to say Kablooey is probably the worst game in the world.
I've never even played Kablooey.
Yeah, and don't.
Okay.
Because
We're going to play it on the channel now.
I'd have to say, anytime playing Pokemon and you get confused and you hurt yourself in confusion, I just want to snap the Game Boy in two. Also, the Back to the Future game for the NES was really infuriating.
Controller or keyboard? Chocolate or vanilla? Paper or plastic? Why? This question comes to us from the glowing eyes known as Butamus.
Controller's more natural to my hand. Chocolate because vanilla's too plain. Paper or plastic? Is that for grocery shopping? If it is, plastic all the way. Paper's just too sketchy.
I'm a controller guy, always have had consoles, never really got into the PC gaming. I know there's a lot of hate for consoles, but that's me. Chocolate over vanilla any day. It's just a better flavor. Vanilla's so plain. And paper or plastic, I mean, if you're talking about cash, it's plastic because don't carry cash on me. And if you're talking about bagging things, plastic usually holds more.
Controller. Vanilla. Plastic, because you can put a lot of things in plastic, and plastic tastes good.
This next question comes to us from the Flaming Monocle. What is the single most evil thing you've ever done? That laugh was added in. That was me. The question was his, though. I would say probably about 10, maybe 9 years ago, one whole summer I was at cottages every summer, and we went to this one, which was beautiful, and we didn't do anything right when we got there other than unpack and start drinking. Well, this was one of those cottages that obviously, it's a little old school, so you have to turn the water pump on and all that crap. But, it's not just flip a switch, you're good to go.
I think that's pretty standard for cottages.
No, a lot of them now, the newer ones that are like houses, you just have to flip a switch and they're good to go.
Okay.
This one, you actually have to go and get it all primed and ready to go. We didn't do it. So we just went drinking and then we all went to bed. Well, 3 o'clock came and I like to call the beer shits hit me. So I went to the washroom and I did a number 2. And, you know, I fiddled around with the toilet for what felt like 3 hours, but it was probably only 15 seconds. Couldn't get it to go because the water wasn't working. So I walked out, ADD got the best of me, and I fell asleep on the couch. I got woken up at 6:30, maybe 7 o'clock, with a girl going, "Ah! I can't poo on top of poo!" So, for some reason, there was this debacle of who did the mystery poo. Now, me being the good soup kitchen Christian that I am, I'm never gonna ever admit. What are you giggling? What was that? It's
Christian.
a soup kitchen Christian.
Okay.
I'm not. But me being the good person that I am, completely denied it. We spent the whole weekend trying to figure out who did it.
Who did the magic poo?
And I eventually convinced everyone, including the guy I blamed, that he was the one that did the poo.
That he didn't even realize.
He didn't even realize. I'm like, dude, you were so drunk, you probably took a shit. And he's like,
That's
you know,
horrible.
it probably happened. So, and the funny thing is, to this day, no one said anything. So, you know who you guys are. If you're watching, I was the one that did the mystery poo.
Surprise!
Ooh.
So this is pretty terrible. I yelled at a midget or little person that was playing on his guitar outside a movie theater for money because he wouldn't play November Rain. And I'll do it again.
How does one ready themselves for recording? What is our ritual? Come on, guys, you have to answer this. Wyatt Played This really wants to know.
Sit on this couch. I look sexy.
I don't really have a ritual. We just come here, we hang out, we talk, chill, relax, and just have a good time.
Yeah, no, I think a shot of tequila, maybe a fart here and there, and then
Here and there.
and then another shot of tequila
Here
because
and
everybody
there.
comments.
Everybody. Here and there. Favorite movie soundtrack. Love the 8-Bit Onion.
Favorite movie soundtracks, the original Matrix soundtracks. Good mix of rock, electronic, and just overall great CD to own.
I have to say that my current favorite is The Life of Walter Mitty.
Oh, that was a really good movie, though.
That
I've never even heard the sound.
was a
obviously,
fantastic movie.
I saw the movie, so heard the soundtrack.
Yes, but I love the soundtrack, and I have to say that my all-time favorite is probably it was Batman, whichever one had Jim Carrey on the cover.
Man, is that the one
Yeah.
with like U2 and Bone Thugs and Harmony and Seal?
Seal, yes.
Kids from a rose on the bed. I just think of Community every time I hear that song when Jeffrey and the Dean are singing together. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, cut. So mine is also not really what you'd expect for me. Mine are both actually like somewhat kids movies, but they're more of a score as opposed to a soundtrack.
Alright.
Both How to Train Your Dragons. I love the music in the background, and it's an actual score, so it's excellent for me.
I'm trying to think of what the actual soundtrack was.
It's
I
just
remember
just
the
music.
movie,
There's no
but-
actual like lyrics.
Okay.
And then the second one is Paranorman.
Alright.
It's fantastic soundtrack. And it's just all like instruments, and it's really soothing and calming. And if you have a chance and you want to listen to a really good one, check out Norman's Walk. Oh, amazing! Really, really good.
For the past, it was Digimon, because that one had a ballin' soundtrack. And then for the future, it would have been Guardians or Mad Max, the new Mad Max. Both of those are also ballin'.
Favorite movie soundtrack? I got 3. Probably Hannah. I think it's back in the early 2000s by the Chemical Brothers. That was really good. Also, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was really good movie score as well. And also Inception 2 was pretty good.
TerraVision Gaming was wondering what your favorite gaming moment was.
My favorite gaming moment's probably when I get a stabbed Fraser in the neck playing Call of Duty.
Having my friend beat Mario World for me was,
I had a
was
feeling.
pretty epic.
I had a feeling that that's what it was going to be. So you know what I did? I farted right now.
Great.
That's my favorite gaming moment. The Serious Squirrel wants to know, if you could choose between playing games or pudding, which would you choose? And you have to state the reason. Now, does he mean like playing with pudding or eating pudding? I don't know.
Generally, I'll take playing games. Depending on the pudding, there could be a bit of a change to that answer. but why not both? Let's play games and eat pudding.
I do love pudding, but I also like gaming too as well. Pudding, pudding comes and goes. But playing with your friends, memories for life.
I would say playing games, because I don't really like pudding. But if it was another food, maybe. If you said unlimited tacos over games, I would take tacos. Or sloppy joes.
I'm more of like an ice cream person. If it was like playing a game or ice cream, I'd probably take ice cream. Actually, hold on. I'm going to go get ice cream right now.
Oh, thanks. Well, in that case, how about playing games in pudding?
If an eccentric billionaire offered to pay you $1 for every piece of candy you ate, what candy would you choose? Yours truly, Two Moogles Gaming.
I would choose the tropical fish. It's no longer in existence, but it was a fish that was one color on one half and another color on another half, and it was pretty tropical. Not like these shitty Swedish fish that are just one color.
Oh, it'll be nerds, Jolly Ranchers, Christ, I mean candy. Oh, sour keys are awesome. I love sour keys. One of my addiction I have. And also there's sugar sticks that come in green little packages. It's like cocaine, man. I'm being dead serious.
I definitely have to say Kit Kat. I love those, but because it's not probably candy and more chocolate, and then I'd have to say Jelly Tots, and I'm very upset that they're discontinued. Full disclosure, I'm actually diabetic, so whatever the answer would probably kill me, but it's still a lot of money to be made on the way.
But not really cocaine.
What's the biggest letdown you guys have gotten from a game that just didn't live up to your expectations? Nubix Gaming. Dead Island. The trailer for the game looked absolutely spectacular. With the whole, remember that was the one I showed you with the rewind and the girl coming out and back into the window?
Yeah.
And then you
That
play
was
the
cool.
game and it was farts. The
Really?
gameplay was farts. When you clicked on the guy to talk, it was like, hey, how's it going? I am a guy who talks to people like this. And it was just so infuriating because it could have been
So much
so
better.
much better because that trailer was awesome. And then the new trailer for the next one where the guy's running and it's like, I'm a bomb, I'm about to go up, and his arm like starts falling apart. I'm like, the trailer looks fantastic. And
Which you're hoping it won't be another letdown.
I'm not going to get it. I'll just see if there's a demo or see if my friend buys it and I'll just borrow it off of them.
I'd have to say Uncharted 1. I got my PS3 a little bit later than most people, so the game was already out. I think 2 or 3 was already out at the time, and really super hyped up. People said, this is the greatest game ever made. It's like a movie. And, it was okay, adequate, but it was definitely a letdown after what I've been told in terms of gameplay and storyline, what to expect.
Boo! Shaq Fu. I thought it'd be way, way better game than anticipated. All is just a bunch of throwing and quick kicks and that's it.
The biggest letdown I had was with Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. It didn't have no goddamn Bowser Jr. in it.
Bill from the Let's Play Society wanted to know, if you had to play Pokemon with 6 of the same Pokemon in your party, which Pokemon would it be? Pokemon.
I'd have to say 6 EVs as the cheat answer, and then evolve them at later points, so you have a actually balanced and functional team. But without cheating and saying a proper answer, I'd have to say Snorlax. Great all-round Pokemon, hard to take down, and you can learn a variety of moves for a normal type, and pretty versatile.
I don't play a lot of Pokemon, but my impression of it is that it's like Lady Gaga. Pretty much every time you see one, it's new and you don't really know what to expect, and they're different every single time. So
That's a really good way to. So is your team going to be all Lady Gagas?
yeah, that's what I'm
Okay,
thinking.
Lady Gagas. You know what? Next Pokemon we catch in the game, we're going to call it Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Just for you.
Thanks, baby.
We love you, Lady Gaga. Now on to a Pokemon expert such as myself. No, I would probably say either a team of Gyarados or a team of Tauruses.
To be honest, I hate Pokemon. I was never the biggest fan. I always hated TV shows. I never got it. I love Digimon way more.
Psyduck, Slowbro,
No, 6 of the same Pokemon.
6 of the same.
Yeah.
I thought you just said pick 6. I thought it was pick 6, and then those were your 6. Yeah, I'll just take 6 Hitmonchans. It seems like a pretty jokes team.
If your life became a game, What would you call your game? What genre would it be? From the one and only GM3.
It'd be called Survive 9 to 5. It's about having a day job and trying to browse the internet all day at work without getting caught. A little bit of puzzles in there too.
I wait around a lot because my friends are slow. So I guess my game would be about waiting. So I guess that would make it an RPG. Leveling up, waiting for the bus.
Soul Seeker D was wondering, what is the game that got you interested in doing this? And what about that game was so memorable for you?
The game of life.
It's a board game.
I don't care.
That's fine. The one that got me interested in doing YouTube would probably have to be either Pokemon or Ninja Turtles in Time. That's why, because Pokemon I've played through most of my life, and Ninja Turtles in Time is just a fucking awesome game!
You heard him.
Any advice for someone who's thinking of moving to Canada? Puglington.
Bring a jacket. It's cold as titties here.
Okay, you got to do two things. Okay, two things. You got to practice time in a deep freezer somewhere. So find a restaurant and spend hours upon hours in the deep freezer and practice adding a to the end of every sentence and question.
Moving to Canada, it's a great country, great opportunity, but it's like a rat race. You gotta make sure you come over here, get your passport, SIM card, get a place to live. Toronto is very expensive, but it's more lively in Toronto than, say, Brampton or Mississauga. But just plan ahead. That's my advice for you. Plan ahead, find a job first, then you come over.
Well, it seems like everybody's saying
A.
bring a lot of clothes.
Yeah.
They don't tell you about the summers. The summers here are really hot.
Balls hot.
So make sure you also have
Summer clothes.
summer clothes.
A wide arrangement of clothing.
But nothing like skanky or
I think Callan also said it best, or Paul, one of them, in terms of Toronto, it's very expensive. On the outskirts of Toronto, like Mississauga, Brampton, not bad. Hamilton, don't go to Hamilton.
Why?
Oshawa, don't go to the... Oh, it's called the Hammer. Burlington is called Girlington. And Oshawa is the dirty swag.
Schwiggity schwag.
So I would say, like, if you're coming to Ontario, Toronto's like good for work, but in terms of living, it's kind of expensive unless you're on the outer rim.
Outskirts.
And bring.
But then you gotta travel a lot, and then you gotta use the TTC, which is one of my pet peeves of Toronto.
Our transit's really shitty.
TTC.
Well, if you live close enough, and we get to know each other, maybe I'll drive you to work. I don't know. Hello. This question comes from Cletus McSquizzy. What is the deadline for the question submission?
Yesterday, you idiot.
The deadline was before this video was posted.
You want to take this one?
Tuesday, June 2nd at 7:50.33 seconds.
Your question made it. This question comes from us all the way from Dorkgasm Productions. When did you start playing video games? And why do you think they play such an important role in your life? Penis. Penis, 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 penis.
It's a bit of a longer one. We came to Canada in 1988 and didn't really have much of anything. Growing up, I mean, really just kind of the bare minimum scraping by. Early 90s, my dad actually got us a Nintendo, and it was right around the time the Super Nintendo was coming out, so as per the usual, still behind the times. But it was the first time that I sort of felt that we belonged, had a common ground with some of the other kids that had grown up here and been here all their lives, and it just became something that made me feel more normal, more natural to being a Canadian and being over here. And it was that common ground you could talk to your friends about. So that was a big thing growing up, and so it would be around 92, I think, we got our first video game system.
I started playing when I was young, but it wasn't until I got my first PS1 and PS2, I was like, I think 12, when I really got more into gaming. Playing games like Madden, FIFA, Resident Evil. They're a great experience. It's like mini movies, but you're controlling the character yourself. It's like a POV, so to say. And it's a great experience to have. It's great talking to your friends about it, great watching videos about it. Even making videos with your friends as well is pretty cool. It's just something I think I'm going to do for a very long time. I ain't going to stop. It's like that inner child you're always going to keep. I want to keep going for as long as I can.
whenever the Super Nintendo came out. I don't know what year that was, but that's when video games was starting to be played, I guess I would say. And why they had a role in my life, I don't know. They're fun. Let you take your mind off things and do whatever. And you can do anything and not do real life stuff. I don't know.
Well, for me, I really like video games.
You've always been.
I've always been a gamer, right? And
guy.
well, as you know, like I like to help people as much as possible. I have like a weird hero complex, and in games, I can actually do that and doing things that would get me killed, trying to jump over a car or like off of a building. I would die here, but in the game, I can do it. And if we're playing online with other players, I can help other people out. And I play DCU, like DC Universe Online all the time. And I mainly spend time helping lower levels because I find that more fun because then you can tell them how to do things and, you know, they can maybe show you something you didn't know and it's just fun camaraderie and it's just, I've always loved it. And I've actually, how long I've been gaming for? Since the NES. My dad brought home an NES for both of us when I was a little kid. And this is like right when they first came out. And he got it actually with Rob the Robot and that game Gyroscope or whatever it is where you could, one guy controls the pillars and the other guy controls Mario or the Mario-esque character and you have to run through a puzzle. And if you have Rob actually controls the walls for you. Nice. And when they get squished by the pillars, he goes, he makes a fart noise. So it's like win-win for me. I love that game. And our final question for today comes all the way from Ashley. Fraser, when are you going to do the fucking dishes? Really? So there you go, guys. I hope you really enjoyed our 100th episode questions, learning about us and learning about this awkward YouTube channel. So from Fraser,
Paul,
This is Seth.
Catlin.
Ashley.
Thank you guys very much, and hopefully you keep watching because we'll keep making them. If not, we'll find you.
That's not creepy at all.
Says, look, what's... I'm like, you got like, was it like Safety Shark over here? Dan it.
Aw.
This is really creepy. Bye.